Hello to my fellow misfits, heretics, and troublemakers, otherwise known as the Atheist Republic family. Do we have audio? Do we have audio? Do we have any audio? We have a new member. I know that. Seems to be a major delay today, but that's fine. That's fine. Let me see. Yeah, okay. I think we're good. Audio is good. AJ is saying audio is good. So is saying audio is good. I'm not afraid of something that doesn't exist. That's great, Deborah. Wait, is somebody threatening you? Is somebody threatening you? Is somebody mistreating you, Deborah, in the live chat? Katie is here. Robert is here. Hey, hi, family. Yes, yes. Okay, is somebody being mean to Deborah? Age, yeah. Okay, cool. So what do we have today? Today we have a shocking expose of France's tyranny. France's tyranny, guys. This is a Islamic Pulse, which is a channel funded by Iran's government, directly coming to you from Qom, the center of Shia Islam. Some people say it's Najaf, but they're wrong. It's definitely Qom. Selva Kumar is saying, hello, infidels. Hello, hi back to you. Lucas here. Deborah is saying Allah is gay. That's a major compliment to Allah. Anyways, imagine this. Imagine thinking France is tyrannical. And this coming from a channel. Oof, guys. Oh my God. The irony. The hypocrisy. The level of self-awareness. This from a channel coming from Iran, a channel funded by the Islamic Republic of Iran, is calling France a tyranny. I mean, do I even need to continue showing you this video? Just a cover is enough, isn't it? Just spend some time with me here, just appreciating the irony here. Oh my God. And it's a shocking expose. So basically, we're going to learn things here today that we didn't know. Look at this idiot in the live chat saying Alicia is telling Deborah to fuck off and read the Quran. Alicia, you have no idea. Okay? Deborah is an expert. Deborah is an expert in all things Islam. I'm going to put this troll MS on timeout. Okay? Alicia, you have to. Deborah could give you a class on Islamic studies. Okay? She's an ex-Muslim and yes, I've read that shit to cover. Yeah, Deborah knows the Quran and the Hadith. She knows more about Islam than I do. So you guys, yeah. Look at this. Alicia, are you a Muslim? Alicia's a Muslim. You know you're not doing very, very good job at representing Islam in the live chat, right? You know you're an embarrassment. You know, and Muslims are gonna look at you and be like, Alicia, shut. Alicia, shh. Alicia, you're embarrassing us. Alicia, you're embarrassing Muslims. Please, for the sake of Muslims, stop doing this. Okay? Yes, exactly, Katie. All right, so let's watch this video. Hold on. Deborah Deborah knows the Quran backwards. Yeah. All right. Cool. Let's watch this video. Let me know if you have audio once I start playing this. Wait, I don't have audio. Unmute. Let's go back from the beginning. Deborah, don't give out cookies too easily. Deborah is Atheist Republic's official baker, and she's giving out cookies to people who come here and say they never beheaded anybody. Deborah is officially giving out cookies, but don't get you're giving 4 cookies out. Deborah, we don't have the budget for all that cookies. Okay, just give 1 cookie only to anybody who says that they haven't beheaded anybody. Okay. Qasim is here. AJ is here. Oof, Soha is Soa is not holding back today. So, so it's okay. It's okay. Okay, Atheist King is here. All right, let's watch this video, guys. This song and the music is good.
France has declared war on Islam and the Muslims.
Is the audio okay? I feel like the audio is a little bit low. Maybe I can change the audio a little bit, make it louder. Is there? I think. Soha is on fire. Soha is always on fire. How can I change the audio? Low volume? What do I do? Doesn't let me fix it. It's to the max. Hold on, let me just see if I could do anything about this. No, it doesn't let me. Okay, if the audio is okay, bit more volume. I can't. It doesn't let me do that. So if the audio is low, I'm just gonna repeat what the guy says. Oh my god, look at this art. I like this. Why did I not make this the cover? Holy crap. Can somebody make it this with me? This is beautiful. The guys, look at this. Look at this. They think this is like a. I wish somebody would make an art with me. Like, wow, this is gorgeous. Is this like an insult towards Macron? This is like a compliment. Look at what he's wearing in his right hand. Look at the anti-Semitic views showing up. So we have some Illuminati stuff going up here, okay, and we have like some, Israel, the Star of David happening here. So they think like, oh god, this is so anti-Semitic. God damn, like it's just pure satanic. Apparently, Zionist. It's just pure satanic. Wow. Katie's saying, I need a demon like this behind me. I would pay money. I would pay good money to get like a demon girl art whispering in my ear like this, or licking my ear. Even that would even be better. But look at this. God damn it. I'm going to screenshot this. This is too good. I'm going to use this in the cover or something. Oof. This is like, if I was Macron, I would like buy this and hang it on the wall. This is beautiful. Yeah, that's the Star of David. I know that's the Star of David, but this is like, this is the devil, and he's wearing the Star of David. So these people are full on Israel and Jew and Satanism. To them, this is the people who make this art. To them, there's no difference between saying Jewish people, Israel, satanic, Illuminati. Look, Illuminati is here. So see, I tell you that these people have mixed. These are, how like QAnon people mixed different conspiracy theories with each other, right? So the QAnon people, they added like, okay, let's see the base. What was the base? The base was anti-Semitic conspiracy theories, right? And they were like, let's take that and then add the satanic scare on top of that. Okay, so that was the base. They were like, let's mix the anti-Semitic conspiracy theories and add the satanic scare, and then top it off with just a tiny hint of a red scare. Okay, the red scare. The satanic panic. Sorry. So the base was anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. Take out the mentions of Jews and replace it with globalists. Okay, and then add the satanic panic, main ingredients after that, and then top it off with the red scare. That's the QAnon conspiracy theory. Okay, so they just repackage other conspiracy theories, right? But the conspiracy theory that is most popular among Muslims is the base is the Illuminati conspiracy theories, right? And then you have the anti-Semitic conspiracy theories on top of that, okay? And then top it off with some satanic panic. and all of these together will become the conspiracy theories that the Muslims enjoy the most. Okay, so you see these different ingredients, right? Yeah, satanic panic. Yeah, I get it. The pentagram. Yeah, I know this is not the Pentagon. This is anti-Semitic conspiracy theory. Yeah, if this was like, see, if this was the Pentagon, it would show us that they're not mixing the conspiracy theories, right? This is like the anti-Semitic one. Oh, AG sent a picture to me on it. Thank you so much, AG. I really wow, look at the community. Very helpful. Yes, Soha keeps reminding. I have doubt if prophet can't be drawn, then the devil also shouldn't be drawn, right? Or am I missing something? Okay, so what you're missing, Selva, I'm gonna just call you Selva, okay? What you're missing, Selva, is that you think there's some consistency within the rules. Okay, it depends really on who you talk to in the Muslim community. Okay, the rules are not that consistent. I mean, they should be. But Bayrak is saying, when does your Muhammad and Kelly cartoon come? Guys, we are, as soon as we get to 200 patrons, it will come out like this, okay? We're at 180. Guys, we're so close. Jesus Christ. How close are we? Look at this. We're at 189. 189. We're 11 patrons away to having weekly arts out. Weekly. So you keep asking for it. You might as well just become a patron. Link in the description. Okay. All right. Let's stop. I really want to. I want to play this, but I can't stop appreciating this art. Beautiful. Beautiful.
War on Islam and the Muslims.
Okay, so if the audio is low, so I'm just going to repeat what the guy is saying. Okay, saying there's a war on Islam and Muslims. How can I increase the audio? This is so bad.
France has declared war.
France has declared war on Islam and Muslims. God damn it. Oh my God. This is going to be so hard to finish this video. I mean, do I need to even respond to that?
On Islam and the Muslims.
France is so anti-Muslim.
Ce à quoi nous devons nous attaquer.
What we must fight is Islamist separatism.
The French government's defence of the right to show controversial cartoons of Prophet Muhammad.
President Macron said
How's the audio?
defend the right to show controversial cartoons of the Muslim Prophet Muhammad.
So there's the audio is good. Is the audio is good? He's saying basically he's showing different news clips of France defending the right to draw cartoons of Prophet Muhammad. Wait, is Susanna here? Hey, Susanna, you're here. Do you want to join me? Message me on Facebook if you want to join me. Wait, I'm just going to send this to Susanna just in case she wants to. Susanna is here. I know she probably is too early for her to join, but I'm going to send her the link anyways just in case she wants to show up. Where's Susanna? I know, no pressure, Susanna, no pressure. Guys, is the audio so low? How do I increase this goddamn audio? It's so bad. Audio is okay. Audio is good. Okay, you guys are not complaining. I like it. You guys are not complaining.
Anti-separatism law that
By backing those criminal cartoons, the insulting cartoons of Charlie Hebdo, France showed us how wicked they really are.
By backing those cartoons, you know the French government did not create those cartoons, right? So by this standard, if France has waged war on Muslims and Islam, then they also have waged war against Christianity because those cartoons are allowed. They have also waged war against Judaism and Jews because those cartoons are allowed. They also have waged war against, guess what? The French government. Has the French government waged war against the French government? You know why I would say that? Because if you draw cartoons of Macron in France and mock him, if you draw cartoons mocking the French government, that is allowed in France. They're not going to stop that. So if allowing these cartoons of Muhammad, if that means France is waging war on Islam and Muslims, how is that different? By the same argument, Does that mean the French government has waged war against the French government? Guys, am I missing something here? Has the French government waged war against the French government? Does that not follow? Go make a cartoon about Macron and see if they would ban that in France. They wouldn't. So Macron is waging war against Macron. Am I missing something here? Criticize my point. Criticize my position. Somebody in the live chat. Do we have the Muslims that were in the live chat were swearing at us? Are they still here? Criticize this position of mine.
Of Charlie Hebdo, France showed us how wicked they really are. Of course,
look at this. Imagine showing this guy.
For us,
imagine showing this guy in a video talking about, you know this guy, right?
Really are.
This is the Christchurch guy, right? You're talking about France defending the right to draw Muhammad, and you show this guy. Oh my God, this is so. Guys, this is. Oh my God. These people, I'm telling you, these people are such a curse to Muslims. These people, these YouTubers. When they use actual killing, actual discrimination, actual violence against their own community, and they use that as ammunition against cartoons. If I was a Muslim, I would be offended by this. Especially if I was the family of one of these victims. I would be like, are you goddamn serious right now? Please do not use the death of my family. Like, are you for your agenda? What are you talking about? You're comparing this guy to cartoons, to drawing of cartoons. I promise you guys, some of these people think they prefer what this guy did over the drawing of the cartoons. They think this was a less evil. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is such a disgusting. This is using Muslims, the suffering of Muslims for your agenda. This is using the suffering of Muslims to fight cartoons instead of trying to fight to reduce the suffering, the discrimination, the oppression, the ostracization, the demonization of Muslims around the world. You use this. You turn this into an ammunition to do what? To fight cartoons. To fight cartoons. Your priorities are so. Your priorities are way off, man. Your priorities are way off. Wait, did is YouTube being mean to Marco? Marco, I didn't delete any of your comments if you think that. What is your opinion on the tactical use of the term Islamophobia? Okay, that's another video, okay? Let's focus on this one right now. Islamophobia is a nonsense term. I use anti-Muslim bigotry as the term instead.
Of course, for us as believers, we know that this treatment of Muslims.
Look at the images that they're showing. Look at the actual hurt, the actual violence, the actual tragedy that they're showing, and they're putting that next to cartoons of Muhammad.
This treating them as subhuman, that they can.
You're treating them as subhuman, you piece of crap. You're comparing their misery to offense over cartoons. You're treating them like children who have that feel the same amount of that they are so sensitive. You're comparing them to people who cannot take criticism, so much so that the offense that they experience from cartoons is similar is as bad as a mother losing her own child. And you say we're treating them like subhuman? You're acting like Muslims suffering, getting offended from cartoons. That pain is comparable to a Muslim mother losing her own child. And you say we are treating them like subhuman?
Treating them as subhuman, that they can be singled out for disgrace, mockery, mistreatment.
Look, disgrace, mockery, mistreatment. Look, some of these are not like the other.
This doesn't
look at this mockery. Okay, mockery. Oh no, somebody was mean to my ideas. And then the next image, mistreatment. Look at this image. You're comparing this to mockery. God damn it.
This doesn't begin now with these cartoons, or even in 2015 when they were first published. There's a long, dark, bloody
look at this
history that France has and how they've dealt with Muslims.
Yeah, a history that is both good and bad, full of accomplishments and crimes against humanity, who people in France, whose the government is admitting to both. The French government right now, as it is honest enough to celebrate its accomplishments while not hiding away from the crimes they committed in the past. Unlike some countries, unlike the Islamic Republic of Iran, who actually here, look at this. This is the channel again from the Islamic Republic. Okay, so here, let's look at this. Hold on one second. All right. So this is, hold on. I have to unshare this and then reshare this. Okay. Look at this. Okay. So these are the 1988 executions of Iranian political prisoners. Okay. According to Amnesty International, thousands of political dissidents were systematically subjected to enforced disappearance in Iranian detention facilities across the country and extrajudicially executed pursuant to an order issued by the Supreme Leader of Iran and implemented across prisoners in the country. Okay. So puts the number in thousands of several thousands of prisoners. What was the number actually? I think the number was yet another estimate in the thousands, executions of several thousands. I don't know where there's no actual number. I remember the number was, forget how many thousands. Because I remember the number that was, yeah, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to say anything wrong, okay? So this is the Iranian, okay, so this is, by the way, for people that might say in the live chat, Armin, you're doing whataboutism, right? I have to keep explaining to you the difference between whataboutism and pointing out hypocrisy. Whataboutism and pointing out hypocrisy, here's the difference, okay? Are you ready? Are you ready? Whataboutism is like this. Hey, X, why did you do A? A is wrong. And then you say, well, why did B and B is wrong? So why can't I do X when Y did B? Okay? And like this is whataboutism. Like why are you not calling out Y for doing B and you're calling out me X for calling out for doing A. Okay, so that's whataboutism. Okay, that is whataboutism. This is pointing at, this is now the second example. This is not whataboutism. This is pointing at hypocrisy. Okay, A says we shouldn't do X. A does X. You see? And you point out like, hey, A, you're telling us we shouldn't do X, and A itself is doing X. That is not whataboutism. That is pointing out hypocrisy. Do you see the difference? I hope you understand. Let me see what else is in the live chat. Yeah, the Iranian government can't even warn China, India, Burma for their violence on Muslims. Yes, because they are trading allies. Good point. Selva. Terrible explanation. That was a beautiful explanation. I made it so clear. What are you talking about, Soraya? That was the best explanation ever. If the same people who are criticizing something they themselves are responsible for the same wrong, that is, and you point that out, you're pointing at hypocrisy. You're not distracting attention away to somebody else doing something. You're pointing to the same actors. The same people are being involved. That was the most beautiful explanation of the difference between whataboutism and pointing at hypocrisy. I don't know what you're talking about. Not even appreciating my beautiful examples. Anyways, let's continue.
If you go back to what happened in Algeria.
So here's what I'm saying. Like, these people are pointing out to France and be like, oh, Algeria. France did what they did in Algeria. You know who points to what France did in Algeria? And the things that they did wrong in Algeria against Muslims in Algeria? You know who points that out? French government. The French government does that. The French government, Macron does that. Macron is like, oh yeah, we have a problematic history of colonialism that we need to address. That we shouldn't be hiding. We should shine a light on it and address it. Macron does that. French government does that. They're doing it more and more. You know who doesn't do that? Your government, Islamic Puls. The Iranian government doesn't do that. They do not admit their crimes. They're trying to hide it.
The colonial history, the racism, Islamophobia, mistreatment, murder, slaughter of the innocents.
Imagine comparing all of this crap to cartoon. Like, oh yeah, France has done this before. What cartoon? No. Yeah, they killed a lot of Muslims. Yeah. Now they drink cartoons. It's their nature.
It didn't begin now.
Look at this. Look at the pictures they're showing. They're comparing this. Look at this. They're comparing this to cartoons of Muhammad. Oh my God, look at this. By the way, great, no matter how much nonsense they're spreading, great editing, by the way. Guys, support us on Patreon so that one day we can have like such editing. This is Iran government budget, okay? We don't have budget like this to do like beautiful videos with music and like stuff like this, okay? So support us on Patreon so we can make videos like this one day. Oh, look, Selva liked my example. Where is this? Selva was complimenting my... See? Selva... Soraya, see, Selva saying it's a good explanation. See? Somebody likes my explanations. Thank you, Selva. And also, Selva was also saying the Iranian government can't even... Oh, yeah, I already highlighted this one. Yes, very good point. No, guys, do not... yeah, so some of these might be out of context, but again, it's not obviously France did many... During its colonial past, it committed a lot of crimes. Like, let's not make excuses for that, right? I'm not saying you are doing that, David, but I know that you're saying you don't trust this channel for giving you the proper context, and I don't either. But I'm pretty sure if you go look deep in whatever France did when it had colonies and stuff. I'm pretty sure they have committed crimes. Yeah. Again, I'm not saying, David, I'm not saying that you're saying something that you're not. Okay. Just yeah. Oh yeah, Idris, actually, you have a good point. On top, that wasn't religious bigotry; that was racial colonial bigotry. Very good point, Idris. Very good point, Idris. By the way, Idris is French, and he knows these things a little bit more than the rest of us. You're right. These are the types of people that love the suffering of Muslims. Yes, Susanna. Yeah, these people, like, they see these some of these Muslim YouTube channels. They see Muslims suffer, like, oh yes, more ammunition. Like they can't wait. They can't get enough of it. Ex-Shia is saying all those events happened 70 to 60 years ago. Why those events has to do with what's happening right now? Yeah, it has nothing to do. It has nothing to do. That's what we're saying. France is a much better country because it has progressed away from this. France has progressed away from this. Okay, Iran has moved towards this. Okay, but you guys are so desperate. You know why? This is a testament to how great France is as a country. Okay, because they can't look and find anything right now. They're so desperate to make France look like a devilish, anti-human country, and they keep looking and they can't find. That's why they have to go dig deep in the past, because they can't find anything right now. That's how desperate they are. Okay? The things that you're showing about France's past right now, Islamic Pulse, that's happening in Iran now, today. This stuff that you're showing, this is today's Iran. The fact that you have to go look deep in the past, that shows how desperate you are, because you can't find anything, because France is a better country right now. They're progressing, you're regressing. Yeah, David, see, I have to be careful because it might seem like I was saying something that you didn't. Okay, so David's saying I was asking for the context because we don't know what any of it means. We know government 60 to 100 years ago were messed up. Yes. Sorry, sometimes when I highlight your comments and I say something, I have to be very clear that I'm not suggesting that you said something, okay? I'm just using your comment as an excuse to bring up a point, okay? So don't let me misrepresent you in any way. Yeah, they're comparing. Right, exactly. Mr. Zura is saying they're comparing pencils with nuclear weapons.
This is now the end of an empire. If you ever wanted to see a case study of systematic racism and mistreatment of a people, look at the Muslims in France and the way that in this so-called civilized country, these individuals are treated. One part of it is the hijab and religious symbols. That's one part of it. But what have they done to those Muslims over there? Meaning they've gotten used to mistreating them to the extent that they've had lawmakers before there was a Muslim sister.
Okay, Islamic Pulse, Iranian YouTube channel, if they've been mistreating Muslims in France, okay, why are people trying to run away from Iran to go to France? Why are so many people are trying to get out of Iran to go live in France? Why are so many Muslims from around the world are trying to get into countries like France if they're mistreating Muslims? Like, why are Muslims living better lives in France than any Islamic country?
And wearing the hijab She was addressing the National Assembly wearing, even according to their rules, the hijab that they said was okay. They had lawmakers walk out on her speech. They're just used to this idea.
Wait, walk out on what? Yeah,
They're just
walk out on her free speech. They didn't stop her from speaking. She was speaking with the hijab in a government institution, and some people, some French politicians think that violates laïcité, and they acted in protest and they walked out. So walked out on her freedom of speech. Well, it was their freedom of speech also to protest her freedom of expression. Nobody stopped her from speaking. Soraya saying, good. Oh, Soraya likes my point now. Good point. Back on track. Thank you, Soraya. Why he isn't talking about Uyghurs? Yeah. Well, Idris is saying you should see OSS 117. Okay, but I'll do that later. Can you recommend that to me on the Discord? Guys, if you have any recommendations for videos for me to review, link to our Discord server in the description. There's a channel on our Discord server called Video Recommendations, and you can post that over there, okay?
they said.
Ooh, great point by David. Let's see a girl with skirt and go on speaking Iranian part. Yes, David. Let's see a girl with a skirt go and speak in an Iranian parliament. The problem is that they wouldn't just walk out. First of all, David, you're asking for too much, okay? Let's see a woman with full coverage just showing her hair. Not showing her hair in parliament, in the goddamn street. Okay? So, wow, actually very good point, David, okay? In any street in Iran, these are the same people that arrested a woman for biking without hijab, just showing her hair, not scared, forget legs, hair. And what happens to you if you show your hair? Do politicians walk out on you? You go to jail. Look at the degrees how separated. Forget the parliament, just in the streets. Forget people walking out on you. You go to jail. Forget showing your legs, for showing your hair. And they have the audacity to show this. And she's coming out and speaking to the parliament. And she has that freedom of speech. And some people complain by walking out. And they're like, oh yeah, this is like this is like the thing that his friends did back in their history when they were like killing people. Like, yeah, this is like they're walking out. Like, yeah, it's the same thing, right? They're walking out on people because they have hijab on. Yeah, same history. They're like, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed, hey?
That was okay. They had lawmakers walk out on her speech. They're just used to this idea that you can be singled out, you can be mistreated, and it's okay.
You could be singled out, you could be mistreated. One of these things are not like the other one. If you're singled out, you have to be such a crybaby to call that a mistreatment.
Okay. They think that this kind of behavior is okay.
And to compare it to this other stuff that they're saying. Yeah, it is okay. It's okay for somebody to be singled out. It's not okay for them to be shot, but it's okay for them to be singled out. Why are you keep using this interchangeably?
Brothers and sisters, this is the same country where, according to the laws that are on the books, mistreating someone for their race or their color is wrong. According to the books. Singling...
Yeah, mistreating. This is thank you for pointing out that. This is the same country that says mistreating people because of their race, because of the color of their skin is wrong. Oh yeah, this is France. Maybe you should have similar laws in Iran.
According to the books. Singling someone out for their religion is unacceptable.
What? That's not the same thing. That is not the same thing. Singling somebody else because of religion. You single us for our atheism if you want. You were like, hey, atheists, you guys are moron. Why didn't you believe in God? Do that. See what happens.
They're so sensitive when it comes.
Wait, is he calling other people sensitive? I can't believe this is, guys. We're reaching peak hypocrisy. Am I, guys? This is a new record in history for peak hypocrisy. Or else maybe I misunderstood this. Let's pay attention very closely here, very very closely. Okay.
Calling someone out for their religion is
Wait.
unacceptable. They are so sensitive when it comes to respecting the feelings of other people that over there, Holocaust.
My mind just broke. They are so sensitive. They are so sensitive to protect other people's feelings. I have no words. I have no words. I do not. I seriously have no words. My mind just broke. My mind just broke. I don't want to yell because they are comparing cartoons of Muhammad to genocide, to fucking genocide, and they are sensitive. They are sensitive. Okay. Help me. Somebody, guys, I can't do this. All right, let's continue.
Denial, even if it's done in an academic sense, that someone simply wants to study the Holocaust and say, is it correct? Is it historically correct? Comes with a prison sentence. So these individuals, they think that no, mistreating the Muslims in this way, where the most sacred person.
With regards to that dumb law in France about freedom of speech regarding denying the big H, okay, we call it out here because we are for freedom of speech. But don't you dare even act like it's comparable, okay? Even though that's a dumb law that should be abolished in France, that is way less problematic than anything you guys like, hey, I'm gonna criticize Islam, maybe like insult Prophet Muhammad. Oh wait, I have a death sentence now. Oh, okay, I have this sentence on me. Okay. So wait, Muhammad, his feeling, like he's a prophet, you know. He's dead now. I didn't hurt anyone's feelings, you know. But still a death sentence. Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense, right? So that's you guys, and then France is saying like, dude, like this is real history that just happened one generation ago, and you guys denying the reality that just happened is used as a way to promote outright bigotry against an entire group of people. Maybe we shouldn't promote that. And we here at the Atheist Republic think that doesn't help. Okay. But we here at the Atheist Republic think banning that speech doesn't really help the people who are being, that these conspiracy theories are used as a way to discriminate against them and to promote anti-Semitic views. But that is even though we're against it, that is not comparable. Like the France are like, oh my god, look at these conspiracy theories they're spreading, and they're using this is like a dog whistle. It's not even a dog whistle. It's like used as a rallying cry for all these anti-Semitic people to make life difficult for the Jewish community. Maybe we should stop the spread of this, because this is like promotes discrimination against a certain group of people based on their ethnicity or religion or whatever. Okay, that's not because it's not because like, oh, these ideas are sacred or anything like that. They're like, this is used as a method, as a weapon against this group of people. And again, that's not a good idea. That's not a good idea. That law should not be there. Okay, but that motivation compared to like, oh, and again, do not let Muslims pretend that these Muslim YouTubers pretend that, oh yeah, we want to ban Muhammad, criticizing banning of Muhammad because because this is promotes anti-Muslim bigotry. Bull crap. You care about desecration of Muhammad more than you care about Muslim lives, and you are actually not even shy about mentioning that. Like, you're not like, yeah, Muhammad being desecrated and sacred, that's a bad thing and we don't like it, but we genuinely care more about Muslim lives, and this is like used as a way to promote anti-Muslim violence. No, you don't even say that. You outright tell us that you care about Muhammad's honor being questioned or mocked or insulted. You care more about that, not just more than other Muslims' lives. You care more about that than your own daughters, than your own sons, than your own wives, than your own parents. That's what you tell us. So forget just the average Muslim that apparently you care less about than the honor of your prophet. You care about your family members less than the honor of your prophet. And you constantly remind us about that. So much so that we are deserving of death for doing so. And you want to compare that to the law that France has against the Holocaust? Get out of here. Shut up, man. Do we need to make that as a thing? This is a Biden thing, okay? This is a Biden thing. Every time. Can we have a emote with that? With Biden? Anyways.
Is treated in a way that you don't treat anybody. That this should be fine and it should be okay and it should be.
See, by the way, they keep wanting to bring this Holocaust thing, okay? What they don't tell you is that if you want to actually have a genuine comparison, okay, again, I'm not defending this law. This is a crap law. This is a crappy law. This law needs to be eradicated, okay? For the sake, and look at this, friends. Look what you're doing. You're giving ammunition to these anti-free speech people by this crappy law. Around the world, they're using this as a way to promote, to crap on freedom of expression. Get rid of this goddamn law. Take away this weapon from them, okay? But if you want to have a genuine comparison to what's actually happening, do not bring this up. Make cartoons of Moses. Make cartoons of Moses in France. See what happened. That would be the correct comparison. Can you make cartoons of Moses in France? Yes, you can. Would that be illegal in France? No, it's not. But you're not going to make a fair comparison. You're going to have to dig something like this up. Yes, enlightenment logic. Okay, so there's the third one. Okay, there's the big H, which is this one that you're seeing on the screen. You cannot deny that. A burning of the flag, you cannot do that. And you also cannot disrespect the national anthem. Those are the three things that I know of. All of those three should be eradicated. Are you serious, France? Are you goddamn serious? Disrespect? What happens if somebody disrespects the national anthem? What happens? Nothing is going to happen. France is going to survive that, okay? In fact, France survives it more if you don't have a law like that, because France is supposed to represent Enlightenment values, which is freedom of expression. For the sake of it, for the sake of France, get rid of that goddamn law. Again, that is not any comparable. Not at all. That's not comparable to what these Muslims consider problematic. But again, get rid of that dumbass law.
Denial, even if it's done in an academic sense, that someone simply
Academic
wants to
sense? There is no academic sense of denying the big H. No, if anybody wants to deny the big H, they're not academics.
study the Holocaust and say, is it correct? Is it historically correct?
There's no serious academic. There's nobody in academia that is questioning the big H. There's nobody. It's just a bunch of crackpot like shitheads that nobody is questioning that. Like, oh, even if somebody in academia, I'm for freedom of speech, but freedom of speech doesn't mean that academia has to open the door to everybody to pretend to be academic. Okay, if somebody wants to come and question the big H as an academic, they should be kicked out of academia. They're like, get out of here with this nonsense. Like, you don't deserve to be considered an academic. I mean, come on. That is not against free speech, by the way. Okay, there's some standards when it comes to academia.
Comes with
Hold on, this is every Muslim country protested against France, but no Muslim country protested. No, that's not true, actually, Mr. Zero. There are Muslim countries that did have protests against China. It wasn't just as big, okay? So I think Turkey has protests against China, and I also saw there were protests in other countries as well. But for example, if you go look at this up, okay? Go look at the Bangladesh protests against China. You will see some, okay? But you will see, compare the crowd of compare that to the crowd of the protests in Bangladesh when people came out against France, okay? So both of them are real, but you can see that where their priorities are based on the number of the crowd, okay? So the protests against France in Bangladesh, when it comes to drawing cartoons of Muhammad, it was, look at the size of that crowd. And then also look at the protests that they came out against China for the treatment of Uyghur Muslims, okay? The size of the crowd shows their priorities. David's saying, I think he's saying if someone wanted to do an academic study, they wouldn't be allowed. Okay, but this is not like, he's saying an academic study to what? To question whether it happened? Yeah, I mean, if somebody today, also in biology, if a biologist, if an evolutionary biologist wanted to do a study to be like, hey, let's see if evolution is real or not, as a whole, as an entire concept, I think they would be laughed at academia. Okay, if a biologist wanted to come and be like, hey, let's see if evolution is true, not a specific thing about it, like as a whole idea, if it's true or not. They were like, wait, how did you even get your degree? Get the hell out of here.
with a prison sentence. So these individuals, they think that no, mistreating the Muslims in this way, where the most sacred personality is treated in a
Nobody should give a crap that it's the most sacred. It's the most sacred. Most sacred. So what?
way that you don't treat anybody.
You don't treat anybody. They treat everybody like that. Like they're treating the most sacred man in the world, which is their Prophet Muhammad, apparently. They treat him in the way that they don't treat anybody. Are you sure about that, Islamic Puls? Are you sure about that? They treat everybody like that. Not only did they not treat, not only you're so wrong when you say anybody, look at their cartoons. They do that to the Pope. They do that to Erdogan. They do that to rabbis. They have cartoons of rabbis.
This should be fine and it should be okay and it should be acceptable. What we tell them is that Islam answers.
Wait, look at this. You're saying they don't treat anybody like that, and you're just showing us cartoons with other people other than your prophet. Look at this. These are other people here.
If, and this is not true in France,
Wait, what?
is that Islam answers. If, and this is not true in France, if the freedom of speech was an absolute value, if it wasn't the case that...
Look, is this your prophet? That's not Prophet Muhammad. They're treating other people like that as well. So you just proved yourself wrong.
If it wasn't the case that when we just look at the French record, we see that this is not the case. If it was an absolute value that you are free to insult or blaspheme, and it doesn't matter how important these individuals, it doesn't matter if they're prophets of God, it's okay. We as Muslims.
Yeah, it's okay. So, okay, so apparently almost 70,000 Muslims fought for Germany in World War II because they hated the Jays. I don't know if that's true, but that's not relevant to this video. They're also saying, why do these guys say this? How long have they been in their own bubble? Do they not realize that they are not convincing anyone like this? They actually, recalls you're wrong. They are. Look at this video. It has 393 likes, only 6 dislikes. So they are convincing these propaganda that they spread. They're convincing a lot of people with this.
No, you do not have the right in the name of free speech to blaspheme, hate speech.
We do have the right. We do have the right, you motherfucker.
Name of free speech.
We don't like who are, come stop me, you piece of shit. I'm gonna blaspheme. Fuck fuck Muhammad, fuck Islam, fuck Allah, fuck the Quran. I piss on the Quran. What are you gonna do about it? Huh? What are you gonna do about it? Come at me. Come at me, bro. What are you gonna do? Yeah, I don't have the right? What are you gonna do? Yes, I do have the right. I do have the right. What are you gonna do about it? You can't do anything about it. Look at this. Any Muslims in the live chat, trigger warning. This is your Quran. This is your fucking Quran, okay? Look at this. I spit on your Quran. I desecrate your Quran. I have this right. What are you gonna do? Huh? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Come at me, bro. Come at me.
To blaspheme, hate speech, mockery, degrading other individuals, insulting their religion. That does not fall within the bounds of the things that you're allowed to do with free speech.
Yes, I am. That's the whole point of free speech, you fucking idiot. That's the whole point of free speech. What do you think the free speech is for? Oh, yeah, you're free to say the things that we like, and it's not insulting, and it's not offensive, and nobody gets hurt. Why would they even have a law like that? Why would there even be a need to defend free speech if it's the freedom to say the things that nobody is going to get offended by? Do you think that would need protection? Do you think that would need protection? If freedom of speech means the freedom of things that people don't get offended about, do you think that would need protection at all? What would be even the point of that there's a free speech if that was what free speech means?
Other excuses that they offer, they say that no, we're fighting terrorism, Islamic fascism. We say that's also a lie. If you look at the record, who has been supporting the takfirists? Those same people are slaughtering.
Oh my God, this is a Shia channel, by the way. So they're gonna bring some anti-Sunni stuff. They're gonna be like, the terrorists. You mean this? This is what, guys, this is dog whistle by this channel. By terrorists, you mean the Sunnis? This is what they're gonna say. Like, they're like, oh yeah, the terrorists. That's not Islam. That's just the Sunni. And this is from a channel from a country that actually spreads their proxies all to do their own terrorist activities all around the planet. The video is counteracting itself, and I don't know if I should laugh for its hypocrisy or get angry for its fake information. Yeah, this is like, oh my, yeah. So this is gonna, now it's time for this Iranian channel to take a giant dump on Saudi Arabia and other Sunnis. Okay, they're like, oh yeah. Don't let them tell you that Islam is about terrorism. Sunni Islam is about terrorism.
The record. Who?
By the way, yeah, this is crap, by the way. I'll this is Macron. Stop being allies. Macron, as much as we're like celebrating the fact that you are like protecting Enlightenment values in France, you're allying with Saudi Arabia and selling weapons to them. That is pure cringe and evil. Okay, so fuck you for that. Fuck you, Macron. See, guys, we don't have any sacred saints here or heroes. Okay, we can celebrate somebody for doing the right things, and I will say, fuck you, Macron, for helping Saudi Arabia and for allying with them and selling them weapons. Okay, so yeah, fuck you, Macron, for that. See, we're not hypocrites here. Okay, we're not biased. Okay, just because Macron is the leader of the country that is the symbol of Enlightenment values, we're not going to be tribal. When Macron goes and sells weapons to Saudi fucking Arabia, you know what we say here at the Atheist Republic? We say, fuck you, Macron. Soha is saying about making cartoons to Macron on Macron. Well, Charlie Hebdo already did. Check this out. My next comment, as the link is too long to put here with the comment. Oh, actually, I can't click on links on my computer. I have to click on it on my phone. Oh yeah, just search for Macron and Charlie Hebdo, and you should be. Is this it? Hold on, let me show you my phone. Is this it? This is Macron and Charlie Hebdo. Oh yeah, that's Macron. So see, they have that. Yes, exactly. Yes, Silva is agreeing with me. I don't know which one of my points, but it's one of my points.
Has been supporting the Takfirists. Those same people were slaughtering innocents, cutting people's liver.
Yeah, they love to point out. By the way, as Shia channels, they love to point out that ISIS was Sunni.
Out. Who supported them? Who's protecting them? Who helped them wreak havoc on the Muslims of Syria and so many other places? The criminal.
By the way, they're tying ISIS to Saudi Arabia, even though ISIS now wants to destroy Saudi Arabia. But for Islamic, this whole generalization of people like, oh, you think all Muslims are the same? A channel like Islamic Pulse, which is a Shia channel, they think all the Sunnis are the same. Okay, so they don't care. Like, look how it shifts between ISIS and MBS. Oh, we got a super chat. I'm going to address that. Look at this, right? So it's showing this is ISIS, and then switched to
cutting people's liver out. Who supported?
And it switched to Saudi Arabia. Okay, MBS. This is the kind of tactic that if you do that, when other like anti-Muslim channels do that, like they're bigots, they're like, if they show terrorists and they show other Muslims, they're like, look at what they're doing. They're showing you like ISIS, and then they're switching to other people, right? So, but again, they're doing the same thing. They're switching from ISIS.
Innocent.
I mean, to us, MBS is also like a goddamn, war criminal, even worse than ISIS, in my opinion. But again, to them, this is ISIS, and then
cutting people's liver out. Who supported?
And then go MBS, okay? And they're like, why are you acting like these are the same thing? Because to Islamic Pulse, they're just all Sunnis. Unless they're Palestinian. All the standards, that's different. Marcus saying, speak out loud, Armin, and never allowed to be silenced. Not sure it will help in the short run, but you're doing your best, and I enjoy it so much. Thank you so much, Marco, for the €5 super chat. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Marco. You're very generous. Bisham is saying, I have a new religion, the Islamic clergy. Much watch the skimpiest animes. Otherwise, it's an insult to my religion, which, according to this guy, is not covered under free speech. Okay, guys, everybody go and watch the skimpiest animes so that we don't insult Bisham. It will be hate speech if we don't. Thanks for the super chat. Yay! Look at the live chat thanking my. Thank you guys. Thank you. AJ is saying thank you. Soha. Okay. Thank you.
Them? Who's protecting them? Who helped them wreak havoc on the Muslims of Syria and so many other places?
By the way, who wreaks havoc on the Muslims in Iran? The Iranian government.
Criminals in France. They did this. So it's clearly not the case that they have a problem with terrorists or killers or murderers. Currently, they're supporting Saudi Arabia. The whole world.
Yeah, that is cringe, Macron. That is pure cringe.
Is watching.
Wait, how much? Let me see. France. When was the last time France sold weapons? France sold about 1 billion euros worth of arms to Saudi Arabia. When was this? Yeah, this is like 2019. French weapon sales to Saudi Arabia jumped 50% last year. Okay? Yeah, that is pure evil. That is pure evil. We're not hypocrites here. France, what the hell? Also, Germany and the UK, all of you, fuck you, fuck all of you for selling anything to Saudi Arabia, especially weapons that you know. Fuck Germany, fuck the UK, fuck France, fuck the United States, fuck Canada for selling even a single bullet to Saudi Arabia while having reports on your fucking desks knowing that this is used against civilians. So fuck all of you for selling weapons to Saudi Arabia.
What's happening in Yemen right now? If you were human beings, the slaughter of the innocent.
By the way, do not let the Islamic Pulse pretend that they care about Yemeni people. The only reason why like Iran is one of the only governments who brings up the human rights violations in Yemen is because it's being done by a Sunni regime. Every single other Muslim there, and if they don't care about Muslims in China, the Iranian government does not speak again. So Turkey does, but Iran doesn't. Pakistan doesn't. Iran doesn't mention anything about Muslims in China. Okay, this bringing up about the actual war criminals against Muslims in Yemen. The only reason why the Islamic Pulse brings it up is because it serves their agenda, because they're a Shia channel and they hate Sunnis. Oh, wait, the hell. I forgot to share the video. Wait, how long have I not been sharing the video? Guys, if I'm not sharing the video, like, make sure you tell me like 1,000,000 times until I do it. Did you guys see this part already? Did you guys see this part already? Okay, you saw this part, right?
Innocent.
This was shown. You're what? Okay, you're getting me conflicting information. Deborah's saying yeah, yes, and so I was saying no. No, yes, no, yes. We did not see that. No. Amazing. Amazing. We're getting
excuses that they offer. They say that no, we're fighting terrorism, Islamic fascism. You say that's also a lie. If you look at the record, who has been supporting the takfirists? Those same people who are slaughtering innocents, cutting people's liver out. Who supported them? Who's protecting them? Who helped them wreak havoc on the Muslims of Syria and so many other places? The criminals in France, they did this. So it's clearly not the case that they have a problem with terrorists or killers or murderers. Currently, they're supporting Saudi Arabia. The whole world is watching.
Did you saw the part that I showed you that they kept switching between MBS and ISIS? Do you see that part that they were like showing MBS and they were showing ISIS and they're switching between them as if they're the same thing?
What's happening in Yemen right now? If you were human beings,
Like, yeah, so this is what they're showing about Yemen, the war crimes in Yemen. And again, this is so unfortunate that the Iranian government, which is a major violator of human rights, is one of the only countries right now that is talking about the atrocities in Yemen. But they're only doing that because it's being done by a Sunni government. And again, they don't talk about the same thing if it's done by China. Okay, so let me show you guys the part that you didn't see, because guys, if I'm not sharing my screen, please just flood the live chat with like, Armin, what the hell? So look at this part. Okay, so this is the part that you guys didn't tell me. Oh my Look at this. You guys are just confusing me. Look at this.
You look at the record. Who has been supporting the tech fetus?
See?
Those same people were
Look, so they show you ISIS.
slaughtering innocents, cutting people's liver out. Who supported
And they show you MBS. And they keep switching between that.
them? Who's protecting them? Who helped
Then ISIS.
them wreak havoc on the Muslims of Syria and so many other places? The criminals
Then-
of France, they did this. So it's
Like
clearly not
ISIS.
the case that they have a problem with terrorists or killers
And
or
then it
murderers.
goes to MBS. Okay? So what's the similarity? Right? Like, oh, these people. Who are these people? Right? These people are the Sunnis. They keep switching between them as if they're the same thing. Okay? Again, I agree that they are both war criminals, but this is how Islamic Pulse sees this Sunni Wahhabi people, as if they're all the same crowd. Okay? And again, I agree. In fact, I think this guy is worse. But if you did this with them, if you keep switching between ISIS and then Khamenei, they would be crying foul.
Currently, they're supporting Saudi Arabia. The whole world is watching what's happening in Yemen.
The whole world is not watching. I wish the world was watching what's happening in Yemen. Here at Atheist Republic, we bring attention to what's happening in Yemen. We talk about it because we're not tribal like you morons, okay? The whole world is, what you are not watching, Islamic Pulse, is what's happening in China. You know why? Because you're a bunch of fucking tribal hypocrites, okay? But we here at Atheist Republic, we bring attention to this because they don't have to be atheists for us to care about this. These poor kids, they don't have to be they are atheists technically, but they don't have to be born of atheist parents for us to care about them, because they're fellow human beings. But you only care about human beings who their suffering serves your agenda. That's why you pay attention to this. Their suffering, this child's suffering that you're showing us right now on the screen, serves your fucking agenda, Islamic Pulse. That's why you're showing this to us, because you're anti-Saudi Arabia, because you're anti-Sunni. Not NBS, MBS. MBS. Mohammed bin Salman, the crown prince in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, okay. Oh, hey, Matteo's here. Matteo, $10 10 Australian dollar super chat. Thank you so much, Matteo. Very sweet. Mohammed bin not the king yet, crown prince. Thank you so much for. Look at this. The community is thanking Matteo for the super sticker. What is the super sticker? It's just a rose. It's a rose. Thank you, Matteo.
Right now, if you were human beings, the slaughter of the innocents, children.
If you're a human being, no. Only apparently if you're Shia Muslim, okay? Because if you genuinely care about the slaughter of innocents and children, you would be more consistent with it.
Starvation. They're supporting the terrorists in Israel. So no, it's clearly.
Imagine this: the Israel, the number of Muslims that you guys are not. Bring up China. Actually, they might bring up China, guys. If they bring up China, I would take my word. Let's see how much more time do we have. It's like 2 more minutes of this video. If they mention China, so they mentioned Mohammed bin Salman's war crimes on Yemenis. They're talking about Israel. If they mention China, I would be like, hey guys, hey, look, they're actually somewhat consistent. Even if they don't mention it as much, like just touch on it a little bit, okay? I actually genuinely don't know if they're going to bring it up, okay? But if they do bring it up, I'm like, hey, let's give credit where credit is due. There's some consistency, okay? Because compared to what Israel is doing to Muslims, it's nothing compared to, if you compare that to what China is doing, okay? Technically, Israel, being a Muslim in Israel, is much easier. If you're an Arab citizen in Israel, Muslim Arab citizen in Israel, you have it's much better life than being a Muslim in Islamic countries. So I don't know if you want to go there, but fair enough. Israel has committed some war crimes against Palestinians that needs to be highlighted. If that is very fair. but it's nothing compared to what China has done. So maybe they're going to bring, I genuinely don't know if they're going to bring up China. And if they do, I'm going to give this channel some credit.
So no, it's clearly not the case that they have a problem with terrorists or mistreated. No, that's not the case. What's clear for us as Muslims.
So if you don't bring up China, then that also means that you genuinely don't care about human rights or terrorists, because they're Muslim as well, right? Do all Muslim lives matter, or only the Muslim lives? Is it just the Muslim suffering that serves your agenda that matters? Okay, please show us. Please, George, I will give you the credit. I promise you, I will give you the credit. I will be like, hey, no, maybe I was wrong. This channel actually mentions it.
Is that there is an agenda. They think these are the...
Look, they say agenda. Okay. So like, oh no, it doesn't fit their agenda.
It's an agenda. They think these are the good old days where they can dictate to the Muslims how they're going to feel. For them,
come on,
in their own mind, they make the rules. They will tell you that the Zionists and their interests are protected. The LGBT community, they are free to practice their religion and follow their way of life. You as Muslims have to have thick skin. We can mock the most sacred personalities. What they said, not only to back the cartoons, that we are going to make booklets to distribute in high schools where we will show the cartoons so kids who come into school will all see them. Not only that, it's a crime for you to express anger and disgust at the cartoons. You're angry about it? That's a crime.
That is not a crime. Fuck you and your misinformation. That is not a crime in France. You can go in France, you could complain about the cartoons. That is not a crime, you lying piece of sack of shit. Come on, man. It's not. That is not. How could you just spread misinformation like that? What is it? Hey, French people in the live chat. Idris, are you here? Is it a crime in France to go complain about the cartoons?
We will show the cartoons so kids who come into school will all see them. Not only that, it's a crime for you to express anger and disgust.
It's not a crime. Come the fuck on. It's not a crime in France to express your anger.
At the cartoons. You're angry about it? That's a crime. You've underestimated the sons and daughters of Muhammad. You go over and you put the cartoons up on huge government buildings, hotels, protect them with police. So they think.
Do you know why they need to protect them with police? Do you know why they need to protect them with police? Because of your religion. Because that's what is expected of people who follow your religion. They wouldn't need to protect the cartoon on a building if it was of Jesus. That doesn't say much about them. That says a lot more about your religion. You think this is an embarrassing thing to them that they have to have police to protect the cartoons? That's embarrassing to you and the ideology that you stand for. You think you're exposing them? Look at this video. A shocking expose of France's tyranny. The only thing you're exposing is your own hypocrisy and your own biased agenda. And the fact that your religion is so violent that police is needed to protect cartoons. Police is needed to protect cartoons the way that police is not needed to protect cartoons against any other religion. This is an expose. You're exposing yourself, you goddamn fucking moron.
They make the rules. And Islam also tells them that you, Taghut over there, and his masters, because we know he is nothing but a puppet, you're too small to make the rules. You don't decide who gets insulted and who doesn't get insulted. God, the creator of the universe, he decides. And what we'll share with you is that insulting a messenger of God, so Rasulullah is not the prophet of Islam. He's the last of the Anbiya, the Rusul, the messengers of God. Insulting one of the messengers of God is like insulting every Nabi who
Hey guys, did you hear that? Insulting one prophet is like insulting all prophets. If that is not motivation for you to insult the prophet, one prophet, I don't know what is. Repeat after me, everyone in the live chat. Fuck Muhammad, fuck Jesus, fuck Moses, fuck Noah, fuck Abraham, fuck every single prophet. Fuck them right up in the ass. Every single one of them. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, Islamic Pulse? What are you going to do? Fuck your prophets. Fuck your religion. Fuck everything that you hold sacred.
insulting every Nabi who ever walked the earth. This is not just an insult to the greatest of the Anbiya to ever walk there. This is an insult to Isa and Musa.
Isa means Jesus. Musa means Moses. They're like, you when you insult Jesus, they're saying you're also insulting Moses, and when you're insulting Muhammad, you're also insulting Jesus and Moses. Wow, look at you guys. You guys are delivering. Fuck every single prophet. Fuck yes. Yes. Yes, right up the ass. No king shaming though. Fuck the whole Abraham crew. Yes, right up the ass. Fuck yes, Zartosh also Idris. Yes, fuck him as well for good measure.
And Nuh and Adam and God himself.
Fuck God himself. Like he's like, oh, so he's thinking he's being so dramatic. This is an insult to God himself. Oh no, did we insult God? Wait, let's see what he's saying.
And Nuh.
He's like this. He's trying to intimidate us. He's like, guys, you don't understand. If you insult Muhammad, you're basically insulting Nuh. Nuh means Noah. Isa, which means Jesus, and Musa, which means Moses. And oh my God, guys, I didn't know insulting Muhammad means I'm insulting every single fucking one of them. If I knew, I would be insulting them more. I didn't know I could save time like that. I'm like, oh guys, no. You're even if you insult Muhammad, what are you also doing?
This is not just an insult to the greatest of the Anbiya to ever walk there. This is an insult to Isa and Musa and Nuh and Adam and God himself.
Oh no, we're insulting God himself as well. Oh my God, why didn't anybody told? Fuck Allah! Fuck Allah! You think this is gonna stop us? Look at the way he's trying to intimidate us.
You don't get to pick and choose who is insulted.
Yeah, we don't want to pick and choose. We don't want to pick and choose. We want to do all of them. Guys, did you notice what we were waiting for something? Do you guys remember? We were waiting for something to happen. And it didn't happen. It didn't happen, did it?
What's happening in Yemen right now? If you were human beings,
if you're human beings, you would bring attention to this. Okay, yes, I agree.
Slaughter of the innocents, children, women, starvation. They're supporting
the highest number of oppression against Muslims happening on this planet. Didn't get a single mention.
Terrorists in Israel?
The terrorists in Israel, talking about what they're doing to Muslims in Israel, okay? Go compare the numbers, guys. This is getting, Saudi Arabia is getting a mention. Israel is getting a mention.
So no, it's clearly not the case that they have a problem with terrorists.
And he's saying, like, why are you not talking about this? It's so you guys don't have a problem with terrorists. Imagine the level of self-awareness.
Or mistreated. No, that's...
Oh, mistreating. That means you guys don't have a problem with mistreating. Imagine him talking about this, and then they actually don't even for the sake of PR, even for the sake of not being called out on their hypocrisy. Let's say they don't care about like Muslims, they don't care about Chinese Muslims, okay? At least for the sake of people like me, who's gonna call out your hypocrisy, they don't mention the Muslims in China. They wouldn't do it even to disarm me. That's how little they care about them. That even for the sake of image, for the sake of PR, the Muslims in China don't get a mention. Look at this.
Not the case. What's clear for us as Muslims is that there's an agenda.
What's clear for us as Muslims is that there's an agenda. He's saying your double standards, talking about France and other countries. He's saying for us as Muslims, The fact that you don't mention these, it's clear for us that you don't care about human rights and that there's an agenda. Well, motherfucker, right back at you. Right back at you. Because if their lack of mention of Israel or Saudi Arabia shows that there's an agenda and that human rights is not really the issue, well, let's apply that fucking standard right at you. Okay? Right back at you. Because for us here at Atheist Republic, it's very clear that you have an agenda. Because if you actually cared about human beings, you know what? Human beings, that's too much to ask from you. That is too much to ask from you. If you actually cared about Muslims, forget human beings. If you actually cared about Muslims, you would mention the Muslims in China. You didn't mention that, did you? So it's clear to us, based on your standards, your own standards, that there's an agenda here. And that agenda has nothing to do with helping Muslims. So go fuck yourselves. Anyways, man, this fucking video. I'm right? Am I right? Imagine bringing up gay rights. By the way, imagine bringing up the Islamic Puls, by the way, cannot help itself. Even though this video had nothing to do with gay rights and the gay agenda. Ooh, gay agenda. They had to bring that up. What was that? This is every fucking time they want to fearmonger. Like, by the way, they're also telling there's also gay stuff. Also gay stuff. Just in case we didn't talk about that for half a second. Just in case we didn't talk about the gay agenda for half a second. Let's just bring that up. Like we were talking about cartoons of Muhammad and freedom of expression and terrorists and ISIS and human rights. But the gay agenda, like, whoa, like, yeah, well, how's that relevant? Like, which is just gay agenda. Just remember, that's a religion that is like we need to talk about at some point. They can't get away. They can't make a video without talking about that. I mean, they do, but I'm just making. Ooh, LGBT religion. Freddie Mercury, peace be upon. Good one, Hussein. Yeah, that trigger. Yeah, that should be triggering. Referring to it as a religion. Yeah, that's kind of. All right, guys. I've been here with guys. Is that not? Imagine. By the way, these videos that I'm showing you, there are millions of people that think like this. Okay, there are way more people that think like this or something similar to this than people that think like us. This is why you need to subscribe to this goddamn channel, okay? We are the cure. These people are the disease, and we are the cure. And they have government money behind them. They have oil money behind them. We have 189 patrons. They have government budgets behind spreading their poison. The oil is oozing out of the ground, and they're selling that oil. And they're putting money behind spreading shit like this around the planet. And they have millions of people that think like this. And we have 189 patrons. Support this channel if you can afford it. Do not support this channel if you're struggling financially. But help us address this, okay? Guys, we're not tribal here, okay? We welcome you here. If you're a Muslim, if you're a Christian, I don't give a shit. You are part of the Atheist Republic family. If you think that atheists, Muslims, and Christians, and Hindus, and every single other person out there has the freedom of expression, even though I think that that is against Islamic values, I don't care. You're wrong about that. I'm right about that. I'll accept you here if you're for democracy, if you're for freedom of speech, if you're for secularism, if you're for peace. Even though we're going to disagree on whether that's according to Islam or not, I don't care. You're welcome here, okay? This is what we do here. We support we are defending Enlightenment values, against all the people, all the enemies of Enlightenment values. And we don't give a shit if the enemies of Enlightenment values are atheists. That is why we're against China. Okay, we here at Atheist Republic, we have Muslims who are for Enlightenment values are welcomed in the Atheist Republic family, and atheists like Chinese government who are against the Enlightenment values, fuck them. We are against them. We wage war against their shitty ideology. Okay. We wage war against atheists, who the ideology of atheists who are against Enlightenment values, and we welcome Muslims, Christians, Jews, Hindus who are for, even though we make fun of them. By the way, if you're a Muslim or a Hindu or a Christian or a Jew who is for Enlightenment values, don't think we're not going to make fun of you. Like, if you are like a right-wing person that wants to come join us because you're for free speech, don't think we're not going to make fun of you being your right-wing ideas. Okay, if you're a woke, actually if you're woke, you're probably never going to be here. But if you are a left-leaning person that denies that there's a woke problem, I mean, if you're here, you're not woke yourself. It's impossible. But if you're one of those left-leaning people who is not woke but denies how big of a problem the woke dogma is, we're going to make fun of you for that if you join Atheist Republic. So you could join here. We're going to, guys, the live chat keeps calling me an idiot every single time. So if you think, I'm not immune to the insults of the Atheist Republic family, okay? So if you want to join the Atheist Republic family, if you're thinking we're not going to take a giant smelly shit on your ideas at some point, then you better not join at all, okay? Because you're going to be shocked. You're going to be like, whoa, what happened? I thought this was a welcoming family. No, we're going to make fun of you, okay? We're going to call you out in the live chat. If you say something that is like stupid, I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to point at you, and I'm going to laugh. And you could do the same thing to me, okay? That's what we do. Okay, Moon is saying shave. Really, Moon? Really, Moon? Is that what you care about right now? Is that what you want? Okay. See, I get even called out for not shaving. That's how we have it. Okay, let me see. Have you seen what this Shabir Ali? No, haven't seen it. Guys, if you want to recommend something to me, do it in the Discord server. Link to our Discord server in the description. Yes, and fuck Islam. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. Thank you for being here. Given that I swore so much today, so we're not holding back on swearing. I couldn't. I'm trying not to swear because YouTube doesn't let. Guys, share this video. I swore so much today. This video is gonna get deprioritized everywhere. It's not gonna make it anywhere because I couldn't. The video that we were reviewing was too much. It was too much. I tried to hold back, but I couldn't stop swearing. Okay. So please share it because YouTube is not going to recommend it to anybody. But given that I already swore so much today, so we're not holding back, I feel free to just add a little bit to it and tell you that if you watched 1 hour and 30 minutes of me ranting and telling you guys, dropping wisdom left and right for you guys, okay, and you didn't subscribe, then fuck you. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck? Why are half of you watching these videos without subscribing? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Obviously, you like this content. Just fucking subscribe. Just fucking do it. Do it now.